Yeah. Yeah. ASMR. Let me bang the microphone with my glass while I'm at it too. So yes, are we going against the NBA Finals? Of course we are. Am I freaking out because my Suns are down 3-2? Of course I am. Bubble Pugs strutting out there because her Milwaukee Bucks are up. It's been a great series so far, but we're here for some craft beer and baseball. So we are going to do it. I promise I'm not going to look at the score. I don't care about it until this show is over because I'm dedicated to you. Hey, Michael here from Beer Baseball Blog, The Adventures of Craft Beer and Baseball. This is the Beer Baseball Blogcast, episode 64 for July 20th, 2021. Wherever you are watching us live today, please give us a like and a comment. Let us know that you're out there. And as always, we'd appreciate if you subscribe and turn on those notifications. Some housekeeping before we start. Thank you to Patreon super supporter Cowboy Jack Durango for his contribution to the Beer Baseball blog on the power hitter level. Also to super supporter Rachel Elnar for her contribution to the Beer Baseball blog on the power hitter level as well. Thank you to Patreon supporter Scott Lost for his contribution on the cleanup hitter level. Check out his comics and merchandise at accidentalaliens.com. And if you'd like to become a supporter of the Beer Baseball blog and all of our efforts, please go to our Patreon page and you can search Beer Baseball. You can also support us by buying stickers, buttons, beer coasters on our Etsy page. Search Beer Baseball on Etsy.com. Unfortunately, Kevin is not with us, but batting leadoff is the VP of Content Development here at the Beer Baseball blog, Angelo Trinidad. You're here.
I am here live and in living color. Hey, Michael. Hey, everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in. Episode 64. Unbelievable that we've come this far, all in large part to all of you. So thank you guys for continuing to support us, despite going head-to-head with the NBA Finals, despite going head-to-head with the All-Star game last week with Major League Baseball. Thank you guys for sticking with us. I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited that you're here.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. And my name is Michael Mondragon, and Kevin Lyon will be here in no time. He is actually ahead of the curve and left a little bit early to beat that OC traffic. So he'll be here in a bit. We went against the All-Star game last time, NBA Finals. You can never predict these things, right? I remember when we used to do wrestling shows on the weekend, and we didn't know when Laker playoff games were. You know, they would schedule them or reschedule them. So you just plan in advance and just hope for the best. You know, so it is what it is. It would be different if the Suns were up 3-2, and I was possibly going to witness or miss potentially the Suns winning their first championship. That would hurt. But now it's a little bit of solace because they can hopefully push it to a seventh game, and I'll be crossing my fingers. Yes, I saw some people out there saying the same thing. So go Suns. Real quick before we start, I wanted to mention that Angelo, Ryan, and Kevin. We all went out to the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. You're actually wearing the hat, Angelo. We went out there and we had some fun stuff that we did out there. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So it was an incredible day at the ballpark. It was a brisk 90 plus degrees. However, in the shade, it was, it felt pretty good. There was a nice little breeze there, but we had a great time, filmed some great content for the channel that'll be coming out here soon. We got to it's actually my first time at Lone Mart Field, or also known as the Epicenter. And it was a great time, and it was great to kind of explore the stadium, and to kind of look at it from your guys' perspective and showing all the cool little knickknacks around the stadium. The Wall of Fame was really cool to look at, with all the players that have played for the Quakes in their three different affiliations with the Padres, the Angels, and the Dodgers now. There was also a really cool sign that was right outside the home clubhouse that had it was like a freeway sign with all the Dodger affiliates and the miles they are from Rancho Cucamonga. So I thought that was really a nice touch. But yeah, definitely a nice, well kept stadium. Great sight lines. We literally walked from one side to the other. My quest for catching a game used ball was I did not fulfill that, unfortunately, this time, but there's always next time. But we had a great day, drank some great beer, spent some time at a brewery beforehand as well. And as always, I leave a stadium not empty handed. So.
Yeah. And we had a great time, and it was we'll definitely make it back out there and do some other stuff. The only thing what we missed that actually got moved, there was actually a statue, and I don't know if I asked you this before. I'm gonna ask you if you even know who this person is. There was a Jack Benny statue that was actually in the stadium that got moved. Are you familiar with who Jack Benny is?
Gosh, I would. The name sounds familiar. I would say sounds like an actor or comedian of some sorts, if my memory serves me correctly.
Yeah, early television personality, and he had this butler named Rochester, and ironically, there was actually a Jack Benny Drive, I believe it is Drive or Avenue, and Rochester that actually link up, but they moved that statue to another place. So I was hoping to. I saw it in my baseball book. And wanted to make some sort of mention of it, but it was not there. And I can't remember the other cities. Oh gosh, if Kevin was here, he would know it. But he used to say this thing. It was like something like these train stops. And speak of the devil, here he is.
Barely sat down and boom on. Hello.
Yes. So Kevin, what was the Jack Benny thing? It was something and Rancho or Cucamonga.
It was
like Azusa.
Train number 5 now leaving, but stops in Anaheim, Azusa, and Cucamonga.
Right. So that was the tie-in to all that. But the Jack Benny statue was not there. Unfortunately, it actually got moved, I guess, a couple years ago. So we'll definitely have to track that one down. But we had some other cool stuff. And then we'll be watch our channel, and we'll be premiering that very soon. We also did a baseball card pack war that I can't wait to put up there as well. That was a lot of fun as well. Let's do this. Let's get back to what are you drinking? And we're all drinking the same thing. Angelo, do you want to explain what we have tonight?
Yeah. So courtesy of Mark and Caitlin. Very great friends of the show and very great friends in real life, who will actually be participating in an upcoming Pack Wars Stadium Series video, actually this upcoming weekend, sponsored and gifted us from Manhattan Project Beer Company in Dallas, Texas, the Double Half-Life Hazy Double IPA. This one is 8% ABV, so it'll be a fun show. And about a 50 IBU. This one you can see there's some what's really cool about the can is it shows what it pairs well with. So it shows aged Gruyere, biscuits, and garlic. And it even has my favorite term on the can there, and that says at the end of it, and yes, it is crushable. So I haven't tried it yet, so this is going to be the first time I've tried it. I tried to do some research on what's in it. It doesn't say much on Untapped. However, I do have a description of the normal half-life, which is not the double hazy, but the regular half-life is 6.2 ABV with 33 IBU, and has it's an unfiltered Northeast-inspired IPA with an aroma that is interesting without being overpowering. Upon the first sip, you'll immediately be able to pick up on the citrus characteristics, and it finishes with a subtle and weedy breadiness. So we might get some of those flavors and aromas with the double, but smells really great.
Yeah,
I can definitely smell the citrus. Mm-hmm. You can't see my hand behind the glass, so that's a sign of a good hazy.
Oh yeah.
I do like the description, so I want to read it what it says on the can here. It says, Double Half-Life is the Goldilocks of IPAs. It's not too bitter, not too sweet, and not too dry. It's just right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
As the name implies, it has all the same characteristics of Half-Life, so that's what you mentioned earlier. But more, it's juicier, hazier, a bit hoppier, and definitely higher on the ABV. And he said it's crushable. And they have a little bitterness scale here. It looks like it's about midway on there, but who knows what that means? You know what I mean?
It is
There's no like
50 IBU.
numbers on the bitterness.
No, it
scale
is 50 IBU. That did show up on Untapped. But yeah, it's really good. And again, thank you, Mark and Caitlin, for gifting us this beer. So Mark and Caitlin recently relocated, so they were able to they picked us up this before they moved, and they picked us up something else along the way, which we're going to have on next week's show.
Yeah, it's definitely shout out to them, and thank you so much for supporting us and giving us some other things to talk about. I mean, this is fantastic. It's really good, and we wouldn't have had this otherwise, you know. So it's like, you know, how would we even come across this? So we really thank them for that. I actually, when I first read the can, my eyes went straight to the garlic part, and I'm like, are we having the first beer ever with garlic in it? I just didn't see that.
I'll be by a brewery in Gilroy, California.
Oh, that's true. We could easily do that. Yeah, for sure.
Capital of the world.
Yeah. So this is fantastic.
Garlic ice cream.
So,
oh my gosh.
So Caitlin's out in the comments. So Caitlin, thank you for the beers and for tuning in. Cowboy Jack also said, no love for Radiant tonight, but contraire, my friend, because I am enjoying this beer.
I'm using the
Radiant Beer Company mug.
I'm the oddball with the Noble. I'm the oddball. Yeah. Yes, we definitely need to definitely get you in there, and we need to work up a logo for you for sure. Manhattan Project, a very interesting name as well. I did not. It was actually.
I was gonna say, you know, when she said Manhattan Project is the best, I was like, yeah, I know, I was part of it. The original Manhattan Project.
Yeah, they picked up quite a few beers from there. And when I went to go visit them a couple weeks ago, I tried a little bit of the key lime pie sour beer, which was actually very good. It
sounds good.
Yeah, and what's interesting about the key lime, and I encourage you guys out there to try to seek this out because it's worth it to seek out. It's amazing what they did with the key lime pie beer, because when you drink it, when you're actually in the process of sipping it, the tartness and the sour is there. The key lime is there. Once you swallow it, there's like a graham crust aftertaste.
Oh wow,
it's incredible. I don't know how they did it, but like Mark explained it to me, I was like, oh, that's I don't know how that can be. And it was.
Yeah, I don't even have any forethought anymore when I hear about those kinds of beer. I go in with a totally open mind because it always kind of pays off. There's very few times where it hasn't paid off. And Kevin gets me to try a whole bunch of beers that I probably wouldn't try otherwise, and they're like amazing. A lot of the the stouts that we tried, I'm like, they're so good. And I would never they're not a beer that I would go to. So you definitely always get me in on that.
I'm just braver than you, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so.
You know, I'll try it. And I'm like, here, you need to try it too.
Yeah. Let's give a shout out to the people in the chat. Bubble Pug, good luck to you. More luck to me. But it's been a great series.
I'll wish more good luck on Game 7 if that happens.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I was saying earlier, Kevin, it's the NBA. Hopefully, it's TV. It'll go to 7.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's what you want, because that's what you mentioned, that the Suns have never won 3 games in a final.
That's right.
Is this their third finals? Is that correct?
This is their third final. In 76, they lost 4-2 to the Celtics. In 93, they lost 4-2 to the Bulls. So they've never won 3 games, and I always tell people that. Yep. So it is what it is. Cowboy Jack Durango, yes, I won't freak out, I promise. Balcony Chatter Podcast. Well, I mean, they're from Boston, so yeah, they beat us the only time we're there. Actually, and my St. Louis Cardinals lose to the Boston Red Sox every time when they're in the World Series. Wow. David, thank you for joining. My brother Adam, thank you for joining. Hope you're doing well. Caitlin says they're going to be out in LA this weekend. You guys definitely need to make it out to Highland Park Brewing and or Boomtown Brewing.
If you're down in the,
Yeah, we're going. Yeah, we're going to. So we're celebrating Big Teach's birthday on Saturday. Right. That's why Mark and Caitlin are coming out. We're going to watch the Dodgers and the Rockies game at Dodger Stadium. But beforehand, we're going to go to Highland Park Brewery to enjoy some beers, and then we're going to film the largest edition of Baseball Card Pack Wars in the history of the Beer Baseball blog.
Oh, look at this!
7 participants.
Look at this.
It's almost a battle royal at this point.
Baseball card battle royal.
Wow. Well,
I'm sorry. One person will be left standing. There's male and female competitors in this.
Card subject to change.
Yes, sure. Yes, exactly.
But, as of right now, it'll be myself. It'll be the good doctor and the good friend of the show, Dr. James Morgan.
Oh, wow.
It'll be the birthday boy, Big Teach 45, his new bride, Sabrina, Mark, and Caitlin participating in the Baseball Card Pack Wars.
Sweet.
And potentially a mystery opponent.
Ooh. Oh, surprise run-in.
A masked person is coming in. I don't want to see male or female.
Please make it like wrestling where you drop the lights and then it comes on and they're like in the middle.
Right, exactly.
Hold their back of cards.
Right. All right, so
crazy.
So let's get to it. This is this day in baseball history for July 6th. I didn't update this. This is actually for July 20th. I did not update this. My bad. All right, so let's do it.
Ian from If Sports Cards is out there. Thanks for tuning in. And Big Teach is out there watching. He actually said while we were talking, the 66ers just scored 10 runs. So.
Holy cow, right on. There he is. Yes, and Ian, thank you so much for joining. We appreciate it. All right, so July 20th, 1926, Athletics outfielder Al Simmons establishes an American League record by playing in 394 consecutive games to start a career. Hideki Matsui, who will start in 518 consecutive games after signing as a Japanese free agent with the Yankees, will surpass the Hall of Famers mark in 2005. Now, this is not the only time that Hideki Matsui, Godzilla, will be in this day in baseball history. So, yes, sorry. a little foreshadowing.
I need that Godzilla music. Don't get in trouble.
Yes, there's actually quite a few Japanese baseball things on today's show.
All right.
July 20th, 1944, Browns hurler Nels Potter is banned for 10 days, becoming the first pitcher to ever be suspended for throwing a spitball in the team's 7-3 victory over the Yankees at Sportsman's Park. The spitball, the shine ball, and the emery ball were outlawed by Major League's Joint Rules Committee in 1920, which allowed the 17 pitchers using the doctored pitches at the time to keep throwing the banned pitches until legally they retired. Wow, how cool is that?
There you go.
They're actually grandfathered in.
I'm surprised Gaylord Perry wasn't. Was he grandfathered in?
Yeah. He barely made the cut, or missed the cut, I should say. I think that they did the same thing with batting helmets, didn't they? There was guys that still wore didn't wear like hats after the batting helmet thing was put in place.
Safety.
Who needs it? July 20th, 1951, in a game against the Reds with all-star hurler Ewell Blackwell on the mound, the Giants, for the first time, employed their infamous scheme for stealing catcher signs using a telescope positioned in the center field clubhouse. The Giants beat Cincinnati 11-6, and New York will win 22 of the remaining 27 games at the Polo Grounds, overtaking the Dodgers to win the National League pennant. Now, people think this is just a new thing with this Astros cheating. Not. Oh my God, this has been going on for decades.
Come on, there had to be some binoculars back in, come on.
Always. I mean, there were so many things. I mean, I remember when we talked about it before, like Comiskey Park. they had these like actually lights that just randomly went on, and they knew what was going on. So
when I was I got paid onto the side over at Comiskey. Actually, we learned Morse code, and that's why you see the lights flicker.
Nicely done.
Yeah,
nicely done. Yeah, you're all over the place, Kevin.
I know. You have to if you're around 154 years like I am.
So I did a little research on Ewell Blackwell, whose nickname was the Whip for two reasons. He actually looks like a whip.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's about as thin as a whip. But he actually had this kind of delivery that he just kind of like slung the ball in there. And he was 6'6", 195, and with a right-handed sidearm. And the reason why they probably did it against him, he was actually a pretty dominant pitcher. He was actually somebody who got actually drafted and was in World War II. But he was a 6-time All-Star, World Series champion in 52, the NL wins leader in 47. Also a strikeout leader in 47, and he pitched a no-hitter on June 18th, 1947, part of the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame.
Wow.
So, yeah, these are the guys that you want to find out and cheat against.
I don't never remember hearing of this guy, and I'm like, that's pretty dominant, though. I mean, gosh, a guy like that would be pretty popular nowadays.
Yes. Look at this. Paul Dever, part of my Carvers and Creators show. Red Sox Yankees Thursday at Fenway. They'll be in the box with Matt Harper. So
don't get too close to the Yankees.
Yeah. That sounds like a great time. Thank you for joining, Paul. We really appreciate it. All right. July 20th, 1958. Tiger right-hander Jim Bunning no hits the Red Sox. Sorry, Paul. Come up with some bad Red Sox history here. 3-0. The future Hall of Famer and U.S. Senator will become the first modern-day pitcher to toss a hitless game in both leagues when he throws a perfect game against the Mets in 1964. Now, very interestingly enough, broadcaster Bob Murphy will be behind the microphone for both games on the losing team's broadcast. So, can you imagine? Having to call it.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, he was with the Mets in 64. Yes, Paul, not liking that, but they had some good stuff there.
Everyone has good and bad history in baseball. That's part of the game,
Definitely. Now, this one is pretty big for a lot of reasons, and I forgot it was the anniversary of this. July 20th, 1969, at Connie Mack Stadium during the top of the third inning of the nightcap against the Cubs. By the way, a nightcap, so they had a doubleheader. Play is halted with the two teams moving silently to their respective baselines to look skyward. As the Philly crowd is informed, word has been sent from Neil Armstrong to Mission Control in Houston that the Eagle has landed on the moon. Now, I remember, I don't remember this because I was about 6 months from being born. Yeah. But I remember space travel and TV. It was all about space and everything, right? And not long after that was like Star Wars and Battlestar Galactica and Buck Rogers and all that stuff. So space travel, my mom would always talk about it.
And Star Trek was already around at this point too,
Yeah, Star Trek was a big deal.
Star Trek wasn't really that big until initial run was already done by this point.
Yeah, so this was a really big deal at the time, landing on the moon, the space race.
I was there. Not on the moon, but I was there.
Yeah, so it's everything that where you're learning about history. We were trying to beat the Russians to the moon, so yeah, a lot of fun. If there's a great movie, and I'm gonna quiz you on this, Kevin. There was a great movie about space travel featuring one O.J. Simpson. Can you name the movie?
No. I can't remember the name of this film.
And it was about a
cinematic classic.
It was about a conspiracy theory about landing on the moon. That it was all shot.
Excuse me. I mean, I listened to Andy Kopp, that Man on the Moon song.
Yeah.
REM. That's all work, brother.
That's right. Yeah. That
I remember him being an astronaut in the film, but I don't recall the name of the film. The Towering Inferno?
It was not the Towering Inferno, although a good guess.
Naked Gun?
It was not Naked Gun either.
All right.
Angelo, anything?
I don't know. I'm speechless on this one.
I think I got it.
Yeah.
Is it Murderers in Space?
What is it?
Murderers in Space?
No.
Oh, sorry. Allegedly. Sorry, alleged.
A stab in the dark? No, it was not named that. Thank you.
I lost my gloves.
We're really going blue here.
It was called Capricorn 1. Capricorn 1. That's the last time you will hear anything about O.J. Simpson. There's no more baseball related O.J. Simpson things I can bring up about baseball, except for the Naked Gun.
Unless we talk about Naked Gun, yeah, exactly. That's a baseball movie, right?
It's not OJ and what? OJ.
I think he meant to say he's been drinking a lot already. Forgive him. I think he just meant OJ.
Spank. Sucker.
July 20th, 1970, 26-year-old right-hander Bill Singer pitches the first Dodger no-hitter since Sandy Koufax's departure when he keeps the Philadelphia batters hitless in a 5-0 victory at Chavez Ravine. Are you ready for this nickname? It's possibly one of the greatest in sports.
I can't stop staring at this record.
It's so good.
Cool. That's a cool
it's so
thing.
Cool. The Singer throwing machine, who spent 52 days on the disabled list earlier in the season recuperating from hepatitis, posts a 5-0 record, a 5-0 record, along with a 1.84 ERA in July, and will be named NL Player of the Month. It's very interesting. They used to do this. Okay, so this is 1970. I actually, when the Phoenix Suns played in their first championship against the Celtics, I actually have the vinyl of that. They actually did it on vinyl. So this is not surprising that they had this, and it's Vin Scully's call of this.
Yeah, it's cool to see that because, I mean, I don't know how much of things like that even exist anymore.
Yeah. Now, Angelo, I want to quiz you now.
Oh.
The Singer throwing machine, what is that in reference to?
The sewing machine.
I'm very impressed. How do you know that?
Oh, yeah.
Because Singer manufactured sewing machines.
Yeah, there you go.
I love it. Now, I say this only because I wasn't sure if people still had sewing machines. It was a big 60s, 70s thing. Yep. And Singer was the one. I remember my mom having it, and like whenever we would go out and play in the yard and we rip our knees out of our jeans, my mom would always like patch it up with the Singer sewing machine.
Yeah, I mean I know because my grandma sewed, because I'd go out there and like, I'm Filipino, guys, so if viewers, you don't know, Filipinos are cheap, right? So I'd rip a hole in my shirt, like, oh, I guess we're gonna throw my shirt away, and my mom would be like, no, grandma's gonna sew it, and she'll sew it, but not even with the same color freaking thread of the shirt.
Of course.
So yeah, dude, it's like a green shirt with like a yellow patch. Like,
that's right. Yeah, whatever it is. That's right.
We had whatever thread we had enough of to sew the hole, that's what was sewed with. So
awesome. Yeah. Awesome. I'm glad, but I thought the Singer throwing machine was a great nickname.
Great.
That's very good.
Yes. July 20th, 1973, Wilbur Wood, the last pitcher to start both games of a twin bill, takes the loss in each contest when New York sweeps the White Sox at Yankee Stadium 12-2 and 7-0. Kevin, how would this happen? How would this happen? It makes sense when I know how it happened, but how do you suspect that he was able to pitch both games of a doubleheader?
You said start or pitched?
He started both games.
Okay, so what he pitched, like 2 innings of one? I mean, I don't know. Or the 7-inning games? I'm like,
He got knocked out of the first inning of the first game.
Okay, wow.
And still lost.
And I mean, was he scheduled to start both games regardless, or they decided just to give him another shot?
I guess you didn't have to name your starter until before the game. That's all I can think.
Yeah.
And they just kept it, I don't know. Maybe it was a game time decision. I thought that's pretty interesting.
He's probably just bugging the manager, like, come on, give me another shot.
Yeah, exactly.
The White Sox they were a great team back then. I mean, heck, even the Yankees. This was kind of the end of a low point of the Yankees in the 70s. This is right around the time Steinbrenner came in with 73-ish, I think.
And it also helped that Wilbur Wood was a knuckleballer.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That also helped as well. So it wasn't like there was a lot of strain on the arm. More on the forearm, but than the arm.
Yes, sir.
This is a fun one for me. July 20th, 1976, Hank Aaron hit the last big league homer off Angels hurler Dick Drago en route to a 6-2 Brewers win. The round tripper is Hammer and Hank's 755th and final home run for his career. Now, if you've watched any of our Beer Baseball blog content, I have 2 videos that I went to Milwaukee, went to Miller Park. Now it's some other insurance park, which I will not name. But it'll always be Miller Park to me. There's actually a marker that's in the parking lot that I went to that marks that home run because County Stadium was it's right next to where Miller Park is now, and so definitely check that. Go back in the archives and you can see that, and it was a lot of fun. And I almost missed this. There was a security guard who actually told me, "Oh, you got to go over here. There's a marker in there. You should look for it." And there it is.
It's a fun Easter egg. Very fun Easter egg.
Definitely.
Hey, come on.
Oh yeah. We got.
I saw Jack mention it. I'm like, yep. Cheers to Hank Aaron.
Definitely.
Gotta love at the Derby they had everyone who was in the Derby wearing 44. That was a really nice touch.
Oh, that was killer. Yeah, I love that. Yes. And the more I see stuff about Hank Aaron, I love it. And unfortunately, it was sad to see him pass away. July 20th, 1987, Don Mattingly ties a major league mark when he makes 22 putouts in the Yankees' 7-1 victory in the Metrodome. I think we talked last week that the first baseman didn't make any putouts.
Yeah, didn't even touch the ball.
That's right. He didn't even touch the ball at all. Only in between innings. Donnie Baseball matches the one-game record established in 1906 by Hal Chase, another Yankee first baseman. So, very cool. Here's another fun one. July 20th, 1993, the game against the Cardinals is delayed for an hour. It's only delayed for an hour after a fire breaks out in the skybox press box area of Atlanta Fulton County Stadium.
I remember that.
Recently acquired Fred McGriff hits a pinch homer, enabling the Braves to rally from a 5-0 deficit to win 7-5, and appears to ignite the beginning of the team's historic comeback from a 9.5 game deficit to win the National League's West Division.
You know, I'm very disappointed in that pun on another level. You know why?
Why?
What is Fred McGriff's nickname?
The Crime Dog, of course.
Yeah. Why would people not commit a crime? All right, like that, okay?
I love it because there's a picture with Fred McGriff in front of the fire, but it wasn't as good as this one, which I think is talk about memories.
Who is that in that photo?
I want to say it's like Jeff Blauser. I don't know who the guy on the left is. Jeff Blauser is definitely on the right. I'm not sure who the guy is.
I can't believe it
might be Lemke. Yeah,
I think it might be Ryan Blauser.
Yeah,
I think Blauser and Lemke, but we would need Top Gun Talwar to help us.
Yeah, where is he? He's been kayfabing us for a while now. July 20th, 2011. Here he is. Godzilla's back. Hideki Matsui leading off the 6th inning in Oakland's 7-5 victory in Detroit. Hits his 500th career home run. not in the major leagues. The Japanese native went yard 332 times for the Tokyo Giants before collecting another 168 round trippers since 2003, playing with the Yankees, Angels, and A's. I forgot he was with the Angels for like a minute.
I can't get over the helmet. What is going on with the helmet? Like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, there's no. Oh, I can barely. You
thought it was like no brim?
It looks like, where's the rim? But it blends in so well with that.
Yeah, it does.
I'm like, I'm looking close to see. Hey, what would I say this is?
8%.
8%. 8%.
All right, so we're going to end with some Brewers.
Oh.
This is a fun one. July 20th, 2013 at Miller Park in a game against Miami, the Brewers wear throwback jerseys to honor the Milwaukee Bears, a Negro League team that played in Milwaukee during the 1923 season. Brewers manager Ron Rennicki, seen here, has a wardrobe malfunction when the letter U on his uniform is misplaced. I think it fell off somewhere. It got switched around, spelling out Milwaukee. I totally remember when this happened.
Bravo.
Yeah, this happens. This happens sometimes. There was another one that they did a similar one where they had the uniforms, and they didn't get the player wore the wrong jersey, so he was the only one wearing that jersey, even though it was in the realm of what they were supposed to do. So it was very funny.
Wow. That's. It was only him.
It was only him. Yeah, only him.
Wow, who's the person who didn't catch that mistake? Ouch.
Well, I won't say. I was going to say the great OJ, but as OJ would say,
OJ was not going to come up again.
It is, and I'm going to finish with an old OJ thing. It happens.
Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. All right, so let's get to baseball card sharks. Last week was our first foray into a new game that we're putting out there, and Kevin was our only win. He prevailed. He actually, I think you had the only point in the game.
Yeah, I got 1 point.
Yeah, it'll get better. It'll get better. I promise.
We're gonna do overall record and on how we do, not the points.
Not the points. We're not going to be racking up points. So whoever has the most points for the day will definitely win. And we can actually, if we tie, we can go to another one. Here are the baseball card sharks rules. We're going to draw 11 cards. I'm actually going to spin the wheel, make the deal. We're going to start on our first 4 cards, and then we're going to turn over the first card. Our second card is going to be either high number. I have some other stipulations that we're going to have on some other stuff, which I will definitely explain. So in the first round, you get 1 point for every one that you get right. That card will move up, 2 points for the next ones, and a whopping 9 if you get to the top row. You can always switch out your card if you don't like it with these 3 bench cards. So let me go to this, and I'm going to switch. Bear with me. Is there any music that you can play?
No, I'd have
hum? Yeah, you don't want to get us monetized or demonetized.
Nope. No, sir. I do want to know, we were talking to Cowboy Jack, and we were passing it out with him, and I almost wish we were filming him. He was on fire.
Oh, yeah, he did really good.
That's what I'm how we're trying to pan it out. He did very well.
Yeah, that's right. Let me share this. There we go.
Right.
We did a practice round and he did really well, and he got to the top but didn't get the last one, which was fun. But we'd love to bring some other people into this, and this is where it'll get really fun. I'm gonna start with Kevin since he got. So let me
spin the wheel, make the deal. Come on.
All right, so I actually added in 1978 Topps baseball cards onto this one. So some other fun stuff. So here we go.
All right. Something for 78.
All right, so 2021 Topps Heritage. There's 9 cards. There you go. Yeah.
Love the applause. Love the applause.
All right, so I'm going to stop the screen. I'm going to move. I'm going to do this.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Of course I'm ready. Oh, there we go. We got a little bit of board here.
All right.
All right.
So here we go. Let's
21.
open up 2021. We're looking. Well, we have 9 cards here, so we're gonna have to open up 2 packs. So
and when you get a chance to see the Stadium Pack Wars that we filmed on Sunday, this is an unusual set because there is different high number cards, right? Yeah.
High number parallels.
In there.
All right. So here we go. So our first card. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
So our first card is Ketel Marte, so we'll put it in the 1 slot. Chance Sisco. Put that in the second one. Matt Kemp.
It's a Rocky.
Yeah. Brad Keller.
Oh,
so this is also what we do. We're going to throw out these inserts, but here's Chris Bubik.
I think that's part of the regular set, actually. Well, you can't check, but I think that's part of the regular set.
The inaction.
But we have enough cards where we can spare it.
Yeah, the inaction cards I know are part of the regular set. I don't know about those.
Okay.
We'll so I'm going to pull this one out.
Oh, there it is. Inaction.
Cody Bellinger. This is part of the regular set?
It is.
Okay, so I'm going to put that right there.
We know that
Roberto Clemente. These are super cool. I'm really liking these. But I'll pull that to the side. Charlie Blackmon.
All right,
Principal Blackmon. And Rio Ruiz. So I'll put that there. James Karchinak for the Indians. That will be up top.
And who's my bench?
So we'll go through these and but
I get 3 bench
you
cards.
Have your cards.
Yeah. What's my bench?
Vlad Jr. in action.
All right.
Rookie Jorge Mateo, Edward Olivares.
All right, that's good. That's a good bench. I like that bench. Oh, I like Bo Bichette.
Yeah. Actually this one goes out, right?
I think it's part of the regular set, sir.
I don't know about those ones for sure.
Okay, if you don't know for sure, put off the side. Yeah. We have enough cards.
So all right. So Bo Bichette. So you got Bo Bichette on the bench. Clayton Kershaw, though, some good cards here on the bench. So those go up here, and you can go to those. So the rest of them are cleared out. Anibal Sanchez.
Let's find a Brewer. Come on.
There you go. Joe Adell.
Oh,
Nick
nice.
Madrigal.
Right.
And ended off with Nick Castellanos.
Heck of a player.
Right. So what we're going to do here, we're going to take our first card.
Right.
And we're going to look at the number. So you're going, we're going to say higher or lower on this one. And the number you're working with is 83.
All right, that's not bad.
The next card higher or lower than 83?
Well, the odds would tell me, I believe there's around 300 cards or so in this set, so I'm going to go higher.
All right. There you go, 142. Nicely done, 1 point.
Right in the middle.
So 142.
All right.
Now, do you want to go with this Matt Kemp, or do you want to go to your bench? 142, we're either going higher or lower.
If I go to the bench, does that card face Matt Kemp or it replaces Matt Kemp, right?
It replaces Matt Kemp.
You know what? Let me go for Thor. Give me Thor.
All right, so that one goes out. Noah Syndergaard. So is this higher or lower than 142?
Oh, that's how it works. Oh,
yep.
I didn't know that's how it works. I thought it replaces the 142. Because I wouldn't have went to the bench otherwise. Oh, well, that was a waste of time. I guess higher. No idea now.
It is. It's 290.
All right.
All right. So that's 2 points. So Brad Keller, is it higher or lower than 290?
I've seen to have a hot hand with Thor, so 290. Let me go lower.
All right. Oh, 207.
Wow.
All right. I'll take it.
207. 3 points.
All right.
3 points, and this goes to the top.
207. That's a little tough here. All right. Let's see. In action. Oh.
All right. So 207. Is this one
sir.
higher or lower than 207.
I'm gonna say I guess I'll just stick to it and say let's go lower. Although this one's tough. I don't know on this one.
174.
Wow.
All right. Got the hot hand
Nicely
going.
done.
All right.
Nicely done. So 5 points so far. So the Charlie Blackman, is this higher or lower than 174?
All right. This is gonna be a tough. We're right in the middle. So this is gonna be tough either way. So let's go higher.
Charlie Blackman is 305.
Yeah.
Wow.
All
Nicely
right.
done.
Hot
7
hand
points.
there. Hot hand.
So Rio Ruiz, is it higher or lower than 305, or do you go to your Bo
305,
Bichette?
I gotta go lower. Gotta go lower on Rio Ruiz here.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, 8.
Whoa.
Yo! All right.
Unbelievable. That goes to the
Go for
top.
win. You know, I mean, obviously, you know, I'm gonna say higher than 8.
Higher? Did you say higher?
8 for the win. Let's see.
228.
Wow.
Yeah.
He runs the gauntlet.
Forward.
Nicely done.
All
Kevin
right.
Lyon. What a run. That is awesome.
Thank
Well
you.
done. Well done, Kevin.
Good job, Kev.
Well done. And you thought you even made a mistake as well.
I think you made a mistake. I'll talk to you about it later. Because
Well,
I loved Card Sharks as a kid. I'm like, wait a minute, that wasn't how it's done. The bench card I thought replaces the card in play.
Oh, well, yeah, I see that. I see that. But I figure since you know the card. Oh, I got you. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. So I'll remember that.
Well, I'll do the research.
Yeah,
for you.
we'll clarify on that. I figured that you could change it, but it's like no, that makes total sense. All right, so let me stop.
Let's
this
reset
one.
for Angelo here.
Yeah, I'm gonna reset real quick. Bear with me for a second.
But then if that's the case, are you limited with how many times you can go to the bench?
Well, that's why there's 3 cards on the bench.
Yeah,
So-
you can only go.
Well, so if you go 3 times, okay.
Then you're stuck with what you got.
Then you're
Yeah,
stuck with
exactly.
it.
And that's what I was thinking. Like, you go to the bench and it
That makes
replaces the card in play because I wasn't sure if that was going to beat the next card.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And he put it in the replace card. I'm like, that's not what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah. See, it's still a work in progress, but you did good, Kevin. You
Hey, I won.
you ran the
Yeah, you did
gauntlet.
great.
I ran
You
the
ran the
gauntlet
gauntlet.
regardless. I'm the only one who got
All right.
points in this game so far.
So this will be for Angelo right here. So let's do it.
All right. Come on. You know I was a card shark back in the 20s. And I mean the 1920s.
All right.
Ooh, Stadium Club.
All right. Woo!
All right, Stadium Club it is. So we have 8 cards. So Angelo will be getting these cards. Let's go for it. So
Yeah, Yelly. I see Yelly there. I want to drink.
Yeah, we haven't gotten any other brewers, so I might as well
Not yet.
drink. Might as well drink for these ones.
I'm just looking for an excuse to finish can 2 to make it a even funnier show.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So let me open up the second pack because we're looking for 11 cards. All right. Starting out with a Whit Merrifield.
Cool, Whit Merrifield.
Cool Whit Merrifield. This guy, you may recognize him. He's got some buzz around him. Tanner Houck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shane McClanahan, who I was watching
That'd be a
pitch
so
earlier
big on this
today.
card.
Gavin Looks.
Nice card there.
Yu Darvish. Danny Jansen. Ending out with Red Spencer Howard.
Oh, there you go. Right on.
Yep. So that goes up top.
Who's on his bench?
Miguel Sano. Alex Verdugo. And Nelson Cruz. The other cards are Brendan McKay.
Yeah, see if he gets something good in here.
Jose Barrios.
Oh, I see a backwards card. That's a good sign. I don't know if it's.
They're stuck together a little bit. Oh, that's the black and white of Jock Peterson.
Right on.
Cool
Is that
card.
numbered?
It's not numbered, but it's the black and white variation.
Cool. It's probably a short print. Yeah, right on. Very nice.
Sure, that's cool. Pavin Smith. And this is a black and white, but it's Hannes Wagner. I think that's supposed to be like that. All right. So, Angelo, your first card is a 122.
Ooh.
This is going to be that's a tough one to start.
I don't know how many cards are in the set. Angelo will have more of an idea than us.
Yeah, there's 300 in the set.
Okay.
I'll go higher.
Okay. So the Jose Altuve.
Don't cheat, Jose. Watch that buzzer.
176.
All right.
So your Tanner Houck rookie, is that higher or lower than 176?
I'll go lower.
Oh, 186.
Oh no.
Dope.
You need the old like buzzer from like oh, sorry. I didn't mean as a Jose Altuve thing. You need a buzzer. Although I'm sure Jose Altuve just buzzed you. Sorry.
There you go. Okay. So let's let me do this. I'm gonna go back to the names, and now it's my turn. Up, Stadium Club again. This has proved to be pretty hard. Stadium Club is going to be definitely one that be a little bit difficult. So here we go. Yeah, some of these cards are not in here, so make sure they're all in order. Okay. Starting off with a Jose Garcia.
Good card,
Start down to one position. Matt Chapman.
I wonder who he's throwing out there.
Yeah, for real.
He's just the picture is so great.
Sonny Gray. Cool picture of Tony Gwynn.
Oh, nice. I was going to say, I'm like, that's an old Padre jersey.
Yeah.
Right on.
Brian Reynolds. Haven't heard much about him this year. This is a Clint Frazier, the red lettering.
Right on.
Andrew Benintendi.
Like Royals. So I'm like, Royals.
Yeah, he got traded. He got traded to the Royals.
Yeah.
Manny Machado.
Weird seeing that.
It is. My bench cards are Ian Anderson.
Jethro Tull came up again this week. There you go.
Trevor Rogers. Dylan Bundy.
All right, and what else?
Okay, and my other cards are the Teoscar Hernandez, All-Star for the Blue Jays. Oya Como Va, Carlos Santana.
Oh, I like the next card though. Look at that.
Yeah, that's cool. Stan Musial.
Very good.
J.D. Davis. And Dalton Jeffries.
All right, good luck, Michael.
Yeah, oh my God, I'll need it. These are a little bit harder. We can also play with some of the other stats on here, which is like career batting average and even heights and weights and stuff like that. So it'll be good. So Jose Garcia, 264. Okay, so you said there's 300 in this one, so I'm going to go lower on this one.
Say play the odds. There you go. Yeah, turn that over. Very good. No. Good luck,
264. Michael. Oh God, 254.
Oh, hey, that's great though.
Wow,
hey, that's great.
Yeah.
because it means you're still in it.
That works. So my Sunny Gray, I'm gonna go lower again.
Yeah, good call. Let's see.
98.
Nice. Good.
I hope next
you
year.
want to
Sonny
avoid
Gray,
those 100 cards, it sounds like, on this one.
I hope next year Sonny Gray Stadium Club card is him rubbing his hiney on the mound.
All right, Tony Gwynn. The last one, I have to beat 98 or go under it. I'm going to go higher with my Tony Gwynn.
Is it 394?
Oh, it's lower. It's 24.
Oh, no.
Boom, boom, boom,
Oh, that's what I mean. We can get the buzzer in there. That'd be a nice little fun thing.
Yes. I definitely need to get that in there. But yeah,
you have like 18 things going on at once here, so I'm sure that's gonna be easy for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know me. I'll definitely figure it out.
Yes, sir. And Michael, I will say it looks way nicer tonight.
Thank you, and it'll get better every time. So,
your extra camera looked really nice on those cards.
Great, and like I said, it'll get better. Like on these cards too, I'm looking on the heritage cards. Yes, they have the stats on them, so I mean we can do career batting average. We can do, and we may have, I may have some categories that we can say like you can pick these certain things.
I was going to suggest you could almost do that on the wheel too. Yeah,
see here's the variable on this is because we have position players and we have pitchers.
I know.
So so that's a bit of the.
That. I think you do 1 week like that if you wanted to. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So we'll
definitely play with this.
Yeah, we'll definitely figure it out. Let me.
I'm having fun. I'm winning.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Yeah, and
but hey, that Jock Peterson for Angelo, that's a nice card.
It is. There's some really nice cards, and you even got an autograph last week, so that was super cool. So let me. There we go. All right, let's end it off with some baseball trivia. Going to bear with me for a second. Share the screen. Here it comes. All right. So, please, in the chat, we want you to definitely participate. Please do not Google. We appreciate all of what off the top of your brain. We want to know if you know these baseball trivia questions, and so
we have Jack to contend with. So get ready. Come on, Jack.
Yes,
bring it on.
All right. The first question of 2. This player has played the most games for the Angels franchise. Most games. Your choices are Tim Salmon, Brian Downing, Jim Fregosi, or Garrett Anderson.
I mean, the first name I thought of is on the list.
Me too.
There's another one that really throws me for a loop here, so that I should have thought of, and I'm like, all right. Like, all right, Angel question, one of you two have to get it right. And then, once we had the All Angels podcast on, and Angelo and I both missed it, and it's like we looked like fools. Daniel All Angels podcast, I got this.
Don't worry, I do it all the time with the Cardinals. I haven't even heard of that guy.
I mean,
Bubble Pug coming in with Tim Salmon.
I like it. Cowboy Jack.
Cowboy Jack. Jim, forget about it. Fugazi.
Those are the two I'm leaning towards. One of the two I thought of instantly, and the other one I'm not sure of.
Those are the same two I'm leaning towards also.
Yeah. I forgot about Garrett Anderson. I think Garrett Anderson might be third on this list, but Downing also played with the White Sox, so that's why I didn't think for a second it would be him. My initial thought was Tim Salmon, so I'm going to just stick with him because he was a career Angel. I want to say Jim Fregosi might have played elsewhere at some point.
I'll go with Jim Fregosi then.
Ooh. All right. Anybody else in the chat want to take a guess?
We just can't agree on anything. Although I think we agreed last week we both got a question, right?
We did.
You can be a tag team once in a while.
Hey, Kevin, there is no good guy. There is no bad guy. It's just you and me, and we just disagree. Thank you. That's an old song that you may want to look up or not. I'm just trying to buy some time here.
Oh my god. I don't remember who sings that song, but now it's just
There ain't no good guy.
I know the song, but I just don't remember who sings it.
I don't know.
Oh no, just that line. There's only you and me,
and we just disagree. Okay. Nobody else. All right. So you got Tim Salmon and Jim Fregosi.
Mm-hmm.
But the answer is
Garrett
Anderson.
See, very good.
Garrett Anderson with 2,013 career games. Tim Salmon in second place with 1,672.
Wow, I didn't know Garrett was around that long, but I guess he was. Right on.
Brian Downing, 1,661. Jim Fregosi, 1,429. So the Jim Fregosi would have definitely thrown me for a loop if I didn't look it up.
I didn't think of him instantly.
I had no idea, and he actually played a lot. Other people on this list: Darren Erstad, 1,320. Mike Trout.
No, not Bobby Gritch.
Mike Trout, 1,288. Yep. So he's going to be moving up.
Yeah, for sure.
Bobby Gritch, who you just said, 1,222. Here's a name that I can't believe he's only 2 behind Bobby Gritch. Eric Ibar.
Wow.
1220. Yeah. And this one really surprised me too. He's 9th on the list is Albert Pujols.
Yeah, wow. I mean, he was with him almost 10 years.
Yep, 1181. Yeah. Here's some great names. One from the past, one from I guess maybe.
I'll throw out a random name. Is Albie Pearson on that list?
No, he's not. No. But there is a great name. There's a great name from your era, Kevin.
But the Angels weren't around in my era. The Angels started in 1961. That's not my era.
That's true. But you'll definitely remember this name and one from like the 60s. The latest one is Gary DiSarcina.
Wow, that's right.
And Dick Schofield. They both have 1,086.
The back-to-back shortstops. You know, he went pretty much when Schofield was out and came DiSarcina to play shortstop. Very good.
So yes, I need to make like the annual.
Michael, you have plenty of time to do that.
No, I just may have to make that happen. I'm in.
That'd be fun.
I'm in. I take that challenge.
I would love that.
Yes,
love it.
And then maybe we should play for like fake dollars where I could actually it just goes across the screen and takes away your money and laughs at you.
No, it needs to take away cards. You have to have the image.
That's good. That's good. I like that one
shark
too.
eating the card. Yeah,
love it. Love it. Okay, question number 2. Who is the all-time stolen base leader for the Seattle Mariners? Your choices are Ken Griffey Jr., Ichiro Suzuki, Julio Cruz, or Harold Reynolds.
I was like, this is hard. And then the first name I thought of is on this list, but then one made me think it's pretty obvious, but wait. No, wait, maybe not. Because the guy who I think is the most obvious one, I won't say anything else. The guy I think more than one played on another team besides the Mariners. Then again, almost all these guys play with another team besides the Mariners. Which would lead me back to what I was originally thinking. There you go, Harold Ramis.
Yeah, mine.
Harold Ramis. So that's like the Hispanic version of Harold Ramis. I love it.
Yes.
My initial instinct is Ichiro.
Yeah.
That was the first one that came to my mind. And none of the others that popped up are intriguing enough to change my mind, so I'll go with Ichiro. Final answer.
Okay.
Yeah, the one that threw me for a loop is Harold Reynolds because I knew he stole a lot of bases, but I think he split his career between the Orioles and the Mariners.
Right.
So I think the guy who played the longest with them is Ichiro. So, Angelo, sorry, I'm going to agree.
Yeah, and Julio Cruz played with the Astros.
You're thinking Jose Cruz.
Jose Cruz, right. And Julio, oh my God, that's right. You're absolutely right.
White Sox.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
My mom growing up had a crush on him. She thought he was cute. We used to go to games back in the 80s. I thought you'd love that little tidbit there.
So you say Ichiro, and you both say Ichiro?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
because that was my initial thought.
All right. Anybody else in the chat want to take a guess?
We had Bubble Pug at Griffey. We have a Harold Reynolds. Anybody else?
No. All right. Here is the answer, and you guys nailed it.
Man.
Ichiro Suzuki. This is actually pretty incredible. Ichiro Suzuki with 438 steals.
Wow.
Julio Cruz in second with 290. That's way more than I expected.
Yeah.
Harold Reynolds, 228. Griffey Jr., only 167.
Yeah, I mean, but that wasn't his
known for his
job.
base running. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not his job.
I thought he would have a lot more as well.
But that's not his job, sir. His job wasn't
That's
to
right.
steal bases.
This is kind of a surprise. At 5 is Alex Rodriguez.
Well, there you go.
Let's see if anybody knows. See if you guys even recognize any of the next names.
All right, let me see. Let me think. I can think of anybody.
Okay.
God,
I guarantee you may not come up with it, but I'd be
Because I'm
intrigued.
like, like the only other guys I can remember is like Alvin Davis or Jim Presley. I'm like, Alvin Davis definitely wasn't stealing bases.
Great names, but not on this list.
Those like the only guys I remember being on the '80 Mariners teams. So those guys were good, but I can't name you one outfielder from the Mariners in the '80s.
There's one on here that you may kick yourself for.
Okay, so what about
not
Edgar
Minoru
Martinez?
Suzuki?
There you go. Is Edgar Martinez on that list? Has he played with them forever?
He is not. He is not. And
All right. I was trying to think of someone who played forever at the Mariners, and that's one for sure.
so I'll go with 6 because you'll never get it. Phil Bradley.
Oh yeah, there you go.
With
That's
107.
The Phillies the Mariners outfielder from the '80s. I would have thought of maybe eventually.
Here's one you might have gotten, but it was definitely a deep cut. Is Mike Cameron?
Oh no, I wouldn't have thought of Cameron.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would have, Phil Bradley was like a guy I would have probably more thought of first.
Yeah.
And now, I told you a few weeks ago I saw Mike Cameron's son playing in
Right. Oh yeah, that's right.
Playing on the Tigers.
That's right. And Mike Cameron was on the Padres and Mets, right? He was the one who
He was on
collided
several
with
teams.
He collided with
Beltran.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. This one, I know him more as a Cub. I wasn't aware that he was a Mariner. Is Henry Cotto? That's a deep cut.
Henry Cotto's
like,
on this list.
yeah, I don't know.
Any relation to Miguel Cotto?
I have no idea. I don't even know who that is. I mean, I barely know who Henry
I remember
Cotto
the name
is.
Henry Cotto. I remember Miguel Cotto.
Another name, I legitimately have never heard of this guy. Rich Amaral.
Nope.
I have no
That must have
idea.
been a guy who played in the 70s and 80s, the late 70s. Because the Mariners started, I think, in 77, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe he was like a
77.
guy
77.
here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. They started seeing that as
Them and the
Blue
Blue Jays. Right.
Yeah.
And the last guy on here is actually his claim to fame is actually getting in a fight when he was on the Pirates as a manager and walking off with first base. Mark McLemore.
Oh,
Ooh.
it wasn't Lloyd McClendon?
Oh my gosh, you're absolutely right. Mark Why do I know Mark McLemore?
Mark McLemore is on that list for the Mariners
Yes.
because he was an Angel. I don't even remember him being on the Mariners.
Was he also on the Tigers at some point?
I don't recall that. I remember I think he was on the Orioles, but I don't remember.
Oh, Orioles. Yeah, that would make much more sense. Yep. Cowboy Jack Durango is asking if you're tipsy off the Dallas Beerski.
Well, hey, it's 8%. So
Well, this is my second can. That's all I got left. So,
and this is my second can too. So I'm at about 16.
and we didn't pull any Brewers in Pack Wars. So good job, guys.
Yep. So, okay, now I'm gonna to end
By
this
the
out a
way,
little bit.
Jack makes a good point. He's correct in what he says. in this last message there.
Yes. Yeah.
And I believe Macklemore is from the Seattle area, if I remember right. If I remember correctly.
He absolutely is.
So there you go. Good job.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, definitely. So I'm actually going to ask you guys to end this out. So, how many steals did Ichiro have in Japan?
Oh.
So if he had 438 in Major League Baseball, which is an insane number, by the way, how many did he have in? He played.
I don't remember how many.
He played from 92. And then he was on the Mariners in 2001.
So 9 years. I'm gonna say that it's less than what he stole in Major League Baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope I have this right, just because of what I do know about Japanese baseball. So I'm gonna say he had significantly less than the 400 plus he had with the Mariners.
Okay.
Definitely.
So I'll say sub 200.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. I was thinking like 250, 275.
No, I'll say sub 200.
Okay.
So it's anywhere between something 200 and 7, which Cowboy Jack Durango says right here.
7. Are we playing? You know what? Jack wins because what Michael didn't mention is we're doing Price's Right rules.
That's right. Yeah, you have to get the closest without going over.
7. So that's where I would go. Can I say 8?
Right. So Ichiro had 199 steals.
Wow, very good, Angelo.
Except
you went one over, so you lose.
It's not.
Yeah, exactly.
You said sub 200, so you're right.
Yeah, base stealing is not prevalent in Japanese baseball, and I don't know why that is. Like a large part of me feels it's like a cultural thing where it's that like you have that level of respect that you don't steal bases on the pitcher or whatever the case is. I don't know why. That's probably not it, but I just know base stealing isn't. It's not really a thing in Japanese baseball.
That's interesting. We'll have to ask our friend Shane at Japan Ball about that. I know that they celebrate a lot of other things, like I told you about at the Japanese Baseball Hall of Fame, where they celebrated the guy with the most sacrificed bunts. It was like a big deal. Yeah. The sacrificing yourself for your other players. Yeah. That's an interesting theory. I never thought about that.
Yeah. A fun thing that people were posting, but I guess it was a few years ago, at the Korean baseball all-star game, they would do like a bunt challenge.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That was really fun. That looked really
so
fun.
Cool.
People, a few years ago, so it wasn't like it's still going on. They're like, oh, that's a really fun thing to do.
But you know what?
The NBA All-Star Weekend where they added like the challenge, the challenge,
the bounce pass into that net, right? Yeah. And you had to go through the skills competition.
And they stole that from hockey because I think hockey was doing something like that first.
You're right. And actually, didn't they have that thing where they would in hockey where they actually were like in the stands off this tier and they had to like hit it into onto the ice and stuff like that? Again, it got really weird. It was almost like Top Golf. Really... So lastly, I'm going to ask you, how many Major League stolen bases did Ichiro have for a career? So he had 438 for the Mariners, but how many did he end with?
Wait, what?
I'll say 475.
Ooh, so not higher. Okay. So how many total? So remember, he played with the Marlins. He played with the Yankees.
Oh, that's right.
And he played with the Seattle Mariners again.
Yeah, but didn't he play on the Marlins?
He said the Marlins. He's
Marlins, Yankees, and then he played with Seattle again.
Yeah.
He ended with Seattle.
500.
So you said how many, Angelo?
475.
475.
476. I'm just kidding.
Bubble Puck says 643.
Too many.
And the answer is 509.
Oh, wow.
You guys are right in the area. So good. Yeah. See, you guys are right on it.
It's been that much more because I just look back at the final few years Ichiro had, and While he still had the consistent bat, he didn't have the legs that he did.
Yeah, I remember going to see him when
the sobriety test. That's what this was. This is a math sobriety test after it really is.
Because I remember going to see him with the Marlins, and remember he wasn't playing that much with the Marlins, and I was so happy to see that he got some time, and I was super geeked to see him. Super awesome. All right, so that is the show we had for you this week. If you like or love what we're doing, please check us out on Patreon. Definitely support us there. Search Beer Baseball on Patreon.com. You can also support us by buying stickers, buttons, beer coasters on our Etsy page. Yeah, we have a whole bunch of those ready to go. And check us out on our social media. It's free. Just go and check us out and support us there on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Did you guys have anything that you wanted to plug?
I'll go because you know what? We're still dealing with things. Things aren't great. If you need a laugh in your life, pick up your phone, dial a simple number. It's a joke line that's been around since 1978 or so. Call Jack and the Joke Man. Martling's hotline at 516-922-WINE. You're some good jokes in there. Get a quick laugh. Laugh at the quality of his phone call because the last time I called, it was just like, I
like that you still call. That's
I
so
still
awesome.
call him like maybe once a week or so just to see. And by the way, the Suns are winning 175-4.
Good.
I might be lying on that.
Defense. Defense. Hey, you know what? They could be up 150, and I'm not even comfortable a bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading the Harlem Globetrotters versus Washington Generals.
Damn it!
Try that again.
Damn it! All right, I'm so scared to look at the score. So, Angelo, did you have anything that you want to
texting me about it right now? So
I'm not looking. I'm not looking at anything.
Don't look.
I'm not looking at anything.
Thank you. Thank you guys for tuning in again. We wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys and your participation in the chat. If you guys watch and don't participate in the chat, I encourage you guys to do so. We all three of us see it. We get a kick out of everything you guys have to say. So thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to tune in this Saturday for another edition of Beer and Break with Angelo on our YouTube channel. In honor of the NBA Finals, I'll be switching things up and opening some basketball. And for the first time, I'll be opening up a 2020-2021 NBA Prism by Panini, which is a gorgeous product. So I'm excited to be able to do that for you guys. And don't forget to keep an eye out on our YouTube channel for all of the new content we filmed this past Saturday, a traditional vlog-style video with Kevin, Michael, myself, and Big Teach 45, as well as the second installment of Baseball Card Pack War Stadium Series Edition. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to receive all the notifications of all the new videos here at the Beer Baseball blog. You keep on liking it. You keep on commenting on it. We'll keep the content coming. So
yeah. And we appreciate it all. And even if you show up for just a second to say hi, we definitely appreciate all the support. And we will be here next Tuesday with more craft beer and curveballs here at the Beer Baseball Blogcast. For Angelo Trinidad and Kevin Lyon, I'm Michael Mondragon. We will see you next Tuesday. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much.